Hey, so I am back again. I haven't done just a regular post in a while. Um, I was just doing my quarterly review. I use a daily planner called Find from the Finding Divine Flow book by Camille Daly. It's really good if you get a chance to get it. And what I like about the planner is that they have you do like a weekly review, but in a monthly review, and then they have you do a quarterly review. And so, I realize this October starts the last quarter of the year, and which just seems crazy. But also looking back over the quarter from July through September, I realized that it's been a challenging quarter. Like I had been thinking, like, oh, it's been a challenging month um, with my sister's surgeries and taking care of her, and my brother coming out, which was super fun. It's still work, you when you're hosting. We hosted a party for his 50th birthday, which was super exciting, in our backyard. And he actually helped with getting the backyard together. So that was really sweet. Um, but it's just, that's I found out years ago that even good events can still be stressful and can still cause you to need to rest or evaluate or just like recover, right? So, this past week and a half, I've been kind of trying to recover not only from the party, but trying to take some kind of micro recovering time from as I continue to help my mom care for my sister as she's recovering from two surgeries, and one being rotator cuff surgery, which apparently is one of the worst surgeries you can get. And her arm's in a sling, and there's so little she can do because you just have one arm. That she needs a lot of help, and so I'm happy to help. I just found out it's a challenge, and so I've been away from the house more and just needing, like today, I had a 7 a.m. physical therapy, which was 40 minutes away each way, and then got home and rested a little. Praise God, my husband was able to take today off. He wasn't planning to, but he was able to. So he's taking the kids to their music class, and so I have a couple of hours. So I told her I would go over and try to help her do her hair, so she can feel good, about herself. Because it's just tough. It's really hard because she always keeps herself up so much, and so it's a challenge, and it's just added stress for her to not be able to look somewhat close to how she likes to look. So I'm actually sitting in her driveway right now, just kind of having some journaling time before I go inside and get started helping her. And so I'm kind of learning. One of the things I've learned um, last week, and kind of I think as a result of this challenging quarter, is just that it's really important to rest well. Uh, like there's getting rest, and then there's resting well, and I didn't know the difference until now. Just like there's living and there's living well, and it doesn't have a lot to do with resources, although obviously resources help, but it's sort of a mindset. So Tuesday before last was when my brother left out of town, and I was so tired. I have a Tuesday night ladies prayer group, but I was so tired I texted and was like, I'm gonna need to just go lay down. So because I'm so tired. And of course, the ladies are so sweet, and they're just like, hey, get some rest, praying for you. And one person wrote, rest well. And that really struck me when she said that, because that's what got me thinking, like, am I resting well? And so I realized that I wasn't, that I was like like I was going to sleep, but I was looking at my phone in bed, or I was trying to have rest time while playing video games too long. So I enjoy, like, I play Animal Crossing as a way to relax. But if I'm not making sure that I'm getting enough sleep, um, then or like playing and then going to sleep, which is what I usually do. But I was kind of like just staying up, just kind of playing. So those little things, like I tweaked them this last 7 days, 8 days or so, and I have gotten such better rest. Like I put my phone now charges in the bathroom instead of next to my bed. And the first couple nights, I actually would roll over and just automatically reach for the phone. I think, oh, I need to plan this thing, or oh, I should look for this. Or I just wake up and check it to check the time. And then I end up on the phone longer, of course. And then it's keeping me awake, right? I see something. So I found that I'm getting better rest by not having the phone next to me. And I'm getting better rest by kind of scheduling that game time so there's a start and an end, because I can't really control how many hours I sleep, in the sense that, the kids will be up late or they have trouble in the middle of the night. And so I can't control that, but I can control like when I go to bed or when I take a nap, using that time wisely and really resting well. And so it's just been really something that I've been thinking about a lot, um, especially with the current challenges, and just thinking like, how do I charge up or recharge or just keep going, because um, this is the busiest I've been in a long time, and the most intense, I think, because of the amount of care that I'm needing to give to others, comparatively. So another thing that I learned recently was I was just looking for podcasts and found, it's like an NPR, I think it's called like Life Hack or something like that. And so I listened to the episode on, it said laziness. So I thought, well, this sounds interesting. And it was really surprising. Actually, what it was they were talking to an expert about how there actually is no such thing as a lazy person. The term laziness has actually been used to exploit people, and on a macro level, even exploiting whole groups. I mean, actually, when the lady was talking, I thought, I wonder if she's going to talk about the fact that Black people are labeled as lazy as a whole, right? And that was used to actually oppress us, to say, well, yeah, we're enslaving um, uh, Black Americans, or I guess they would just say Black people or something back then. Terms I wouldn't use actually now I think about it. But they would say, yeah, we're enslaving them, but it's okay because they're lazy. And if we weren't enslaving them, they just sit around all day, right? So um, the term laziness is a negative label to put on people to exploit them, right? Exploit your workers. Well, I have to make them work without breaks, or else they'd just be lazy and they would just take 1,000 breaks or something. But there's really no such thing as a lazy person. And what the expert was saying is that the things we call lazy, like being tired or hitting a wall or just not being able to do something, is a sign that our bodies are saying something's wrong. You need to rest. Maybe you need, to create an environment, a kind of a pocket environment, somewhere where you can relax, and, whatever the case may be. And we're finding that many of us, the only time we really rest is when we get sick and our bodies go, no more. Right. And so instead of looking at like, man, when I get to 3 o'clock, I can't do anything and I need to drink an energy drink and try to push through, we can say, okay, this is my body saying this isn't a good time for me. So let me figure out how to honor that, and not beat myself up, because we've made laziness such a negative thing that within our own culture, it's like, you've got to go, go, go. I remember my counselor actually sharing that there's such a thing as, I think he called it, this is crazy sounding, but he said they call it like success porn, where there's all these videos about how to be successful and how you have to keep moving and keep doing, and where people actually burn themselves out and they have like no work life balance, and they might even achieve what they want to achieve, but they're empty. And so he was like, it's so important to not get caught up in that. And so, but the term success and all of that, they're all artificial. The concepts of laziness, it's all artificial. People left to their own accord will do the things that they enjoy doing. And everyone wants to have purpose, and everyone wants to be appreciated, and to contribute, right? Even our children in our homes want to contribute and want to feel like they're capable and want to feel like they can do. So that's made me think too, like, what parts of my life do I see myself as being lazy? Right? Even they talked about with health and nutrition, where we kind of see like an overweight person is lazy, right? It's like, oh, the reason you're overweight is lazy, or the reason you put on weight when you had been slim is because there's some kind of deficiency in you, a laziness there. And I've put on weight, and I've internalized that, like just subconsciously feeling like, oh, this is so terrible that I've put on weight, and and there's something wrong with me because I haven't been able to keep the weight off, and or now that I've gained it, I've just kind of continued to creep up. And it struck me that, um, there's a reason I've put this weight on. There's a reason I've been eating more. There's a reason I've been working out less. And it doesn't have anything to do with a deficiency in me, as far as like, oh, there's just something wrong. There has been something wrong. I have been depressed. There have been serious issues going on in this country. There have been life changes where what I used to do to keep the weight off, I'm not able to do anymore. But with just viewing myself as lazy or there's something wrong with me, then I'm not able to see those nuances and respect myself and give myself grace. So I guess I'm just saying all that to say that I want to encourage you, wherever you're at, to realize that you're not lazy. There isn't something wrong with you where there's just some kind of deficiency. You know, there is something really going on for you to address, but it's not like an inherent deficiency. And if you're tired, it's okay to just be tired. It's okay to just rest. And it's also okay to say, no, I can't do that. Right. Or I've hit a wall. I need to, or recognizing that certain times of day aren't good for you to do certain things. Usually 3 o'clock or 2:30 is like my mommy break time. And I take a break because it's like, I'm exhausted by that point. So it's okay to honor yourself, and it's okay to recognize that you've had a hard time, a hard quarter, a hard year, a hard decade, and to mourn any loss that you might have had as well, or the changes that have taken place. So I know this is a long one, but I haven't given a message in a while, so there's so much to talk about. There's even more I'd love to share, but don't want to make this too long. So I hope that this finds you well and that this gives you some encouragement. I'm encouraged because it's Friday. Tomorrow through Sunday, I get to be on a getaway with my husband for our 13-year anniversary. Woo woo! So I'm kind of getting ready for that too, and so I'm sure I won't be back on until at least after that. Um, so, yeah, just God bless all of you. Bye.